Well, good afternoon, EIS. Good afternoon, the world, if you've stumbled on us once again by accident. And welcome to our fourth and hopefully our final online assembly. I'm really hoping after the holidays, Mr. Daglish, that you and I will be able to do this in person.
Can you imagine that, Mr. Marsh? Wouldn't that just be a crazy thing?
It is. It is. It almost feels like, you know, it's not a possible thing. I've almost forgotten what a live assembly feels like.
Yeah, I know.
But things are going well. You're holding up.
Yeah, surviving, Mr. Marsh, surviving. The children have done a lot of good work this week. I don't know about your gang, but my lot have wrote their own non-fiction books and things like that. They've done really well and they're still engaging. They've enjoyed the book week. Some really extreme poses. I'm sure your guys I've seen some of your guys on the Padlet page. Yeah. So, you know, it has been fun.
It has been, and my kids have been making their own comic books and class photos and everything using a Pixton program. So I've been really enjoying reading them so far. They have a really good sense of humor, this lot. I think trapped inside, it's really letting their creative juices flow.
Yeah, I've seen that, Mr. Marsh. I've seen some outstanding work that maybe we wouldn't have done in different circumstances. So you've got to sometimes look at the positives as well, you know.
I agree. And it's really interesting how they see a school day going by through cartoons. So it's been
yeah, I bet it is. Yeah.
It's been really interesting.
Yeah.
But while we're on that topic of all of the amazing, great, and fantastic things that you've been doing, let's begin with our wonderful stars of the week, and then we'll move on.
Mr. Marsh, I hope to goodness that you've got your very technical recording system at hand, because, yeah, somehow I've managed to get all of that together. Yeah. Right, so, early years, Miss Jackie, working consistently hard, having a positive attitude. After working hard in maths, she's able to count to 20 and beyond, which is a couple more than Mr. Utting. Her smile and happiness brightens up Miss Jackie's day. So that goes to Varia.
Oh, well done.
Congratulations, little one. And I have missed your little smile, I've got to say. It's a mischievous smile, Mr. Marsh, and you know.
I remember when covering EIFS with Miss Jackie. It is.
You can still
little grin.
Were those the dark days, Mr. Marsh, or the light days?
Not the dark days at all. It was a lot of fun.
It certainly was. I had a great time. So, year one from Miss Pollard. We've noticed it's a double star award. The first, maybe the only one of the day. We shall find out. So, we'll start with for Russian with Miss Elena. This person always ready for lessons, very attentive. That means, you know, focused and active in class. And from Miss Pollard's perspective, this person is getting the award for completing work every day, always on time, reading skills and meetings, and just an all-round positive attitude towards work. And that goes to Adele. So congratulations, Adele. And remember, you can never ever beat me in the changing room to get ready to go outside. Just remember that, despite your double star award. Right, so the zookeeper is in town, and let's get to my little cheeky animals. Okay, so we've got two people from year two this week, Mr. Marsh.
Well done.
We'll start with, for music, from Miss Marina. This person never misses a lesson. Assignments are always on time. Work is always accurate and neat. And then it even says, bravo, bravo. And this, what can I say? The girl's a legend. Sana. Well done, Sana. Again, you know. Every time, man, every time. So, this person, I don't want to, I can't say this just yet because I'll get straight away. This person always presents the work very well, high standards, very quick pace, Mr. Marsh. In fact, too quick sometimes. But you know what? The standard's always there, even when he does it quick. So I can't complain. You know, I'm always trying to find something to complain about because I'm a grumpy old man, really. But I honestly can't. Completes tasks on time from the beginning. And I sometimes call him the science king, or maybe the topic king as well, because this guy is doing fantastic in those particular subjects. And that goes to Tikan. He's been very good since the beginning, Mr. Marsh.
Good job, Tikan.
Well done, Tikan.
I have also that same problem with one of my students that quite likes to rush through and get everything done. Sometimes before 8 a.m. they've already finished their tasks for the day. It's, that's slow down and, rush a little bit. Well, in Mr. Utting's class in year 3, he has nominated Alexandra. So well done, Alexandra, for maintaining a high standard of effort in her work while working independently. So good job and well done to Alexandra.
Well, Mr. Marsh, sorry, Mr. Marsh, that would be Sasha.
Sasha, sorry.
Known as Sasha, just for the guys, so just so we know who you're talking about.
My apologies, Sasha.
That's good. Okay.
And in year 4, we have 2 stars. So we'll start with from Miss Larissa for always doing her work well and never missing a single class. Well done. And this goes to Siyun. So well done, Siyun. Good job. And from Miss Pretorius for always being friendly, helpful, working very hard in all subjects, no matter what. So even if she's finding it difficult, she keeps giving her best effort. And that really well done. That goes to you, Rose. So excellent job, Rose. Well done, well done.
Well done, Rose.
Year 5 in Key Stage 2 this week, Mr. Daglish. Year 5 is the shining star without question.
Okay.
So we have 2 stars, but one of them is a double star winner. So well done. We'll start from Miss Anna in PE. For working hard, always active, and completing all tasks. And much like you said with Anna, this young man's been doing exceptional work, even though he's in a completely different time zone. So well done, yo. Good job.
Good on you.
And our double star winner. We'll start first in Russian from Miss Lily. For coping well with difficulties, and that is a tremendous skill to have, especially now during this time in this crazy world that we live in. He is coping well with difficulties, working hard in Russian, and catching up on all of his work. And so sometimes it's easy to get a little behind, really hard to catch up, but he's done a fantastic job at doing that. And from Miss Peoples, for showing greater confidence, engaging well in all online classes. So he's showing up, he's doing his work, he's catching up, he's really working hard. It's really well done. The double star winner goes to Aiden. So excellent work, Aiden. And I know that you're at home watching with mom and dad. So excellent work, Aiden. Good job. And in year 6, we have 2 stars. Miss Marina from music must have been extremely impressed to give 2 stars, 1 for Key Stage 1 and 1 for Key Stage 2.
Oh, excellent.
So for a fantastic presentation about Antonio Vivaldi. So they're learning about Vivaldi. Excellent.
Classic. Yeah.
Classic is right. So for music in year 6, this goes to Ayana. Really well done, Ayana. Good job. And from my star of the week, again, getting caught up has been a really big stress. And there's been a lot of language problems with this young man, but he has been working tremendously well. And the amount of work that he is giving me, the amount of things he's talking to me in English, full questions, full sentences, asking exactly what he needs, even emailing me. It's been fantastic. It's such a difference and just an amazing amount, and caught up on all of his work. So this star goes to Cushing. Well done, Cushing. Excellent, excellent job. We have been doing fantastic. So really proud of all of the work that all of you have been doing. Make no mistake about that.
Absolutely. And just a message to Aidan, because I know he's watching, and to your maybe as well. Just really well done to you too, and great congratulations for those stars. But always remember one thing: you will never ever be as good a footballer as me, ever. So that's that, really. I've got nothing more to say, Mr. Marsh. That's really it.
Oh, fair enough. Well, as always, or as we've been doing in the past few weeks, that we've kind of issued ourselves a bit of a challenge. This week being book week, we decided to give a sort of a literary challenge, would you call it?
I would say, loosely speaking, yes.
It sounds more official if we call it a literary
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. It sounds like actually some thoughts gone into this, you know?
Yeah, when realistically, yeah,
Yeah.
not so much. So we have decided to give each other tongue twisters. And we've only just found out those tongue twisters moments ago and just got sent a message and said, here's yours.
Yep.
So mine, I think we'll start with mine because it's a bit more of a classic and I think yours is a bit more challenging.
Yeah, it is.
It is definitely a bit more challenging. So you gave me the Peter Piper tongue twister. So I believe it goes, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. But if Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where are the pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
Now yours, on the other hand, Mr. Marsh was much less kind. And according to the Guinness Book of World Records, this is the most difficult tongue twister in the world.
Oh, well, that takes a bit of pressure off now, you know, and I feel all right now. Because, I mean, I was thinking my brain had turned to cheese, you know, because I've been stuck indoors. And by the way, that was a good rendition of Peter Piper. But I think we need to hear that quicker after my go, I must say, because you weren't challenged, Mr. Marsh. You just went, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled.
Okay, I can
You go,
definitely. All right.
Right, so the sixth sheep sick. That is a nightmare. I'll read it out slower. The sixth sick shakes, sixth sheep's sick.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to give it a go, guys at home, try the sixth sick shakes, sixth sick sick. It's very, very difficult.
It is very difficult, and we can throw them up if you'd like on our home pages.
Yeah.
And okay, and I believe you wanted it a little quicker. So Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, but if Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where are the pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Right, that was very, very good, but I don't think I could rest unless we doubled the speed of that, Mr. Marsh.
I'm not even sure that's possible.
Let's try. Go for it.
All right. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, but if Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where are the pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? That's about as fast as I'm going to get that one out.
Well, to be honest, it was so quick I couldn't tell if you were saying the right thing or not. So right. I think, without a doubt, you win that challenge. Have you tried mine?
That was yours.
No, have you tried mine, the one that you give me?
Oh, no,
The sixth sick shakes, sixth sheep sick.
Yeah, let's see. The sixth sick sheep's sixth sick. That is quite difficult to say. There is no doubt about it.
It's hard, isn't it? And, you know, you do it at home, or she sells seashells by the seashore is a classic as well if you want to try that one, guys.
We're just having a little bit of fun with alliteration.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good. It's been years. I mean, the Peter Piper one I used to say when I was a little kid as well. So
I'm pretty sure I have too.
But that was only 20 odd years ago, you know, or 22
Well, for me, it was only about 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not quite that old yet.
All right.
Well, we thought, since this is hopefully our last assembly, and it is definitely our last assembly before holiday, we thought we would leave you with a little bit of humor. So Mr. Daglish and I often quite like to exchange our favorite dad jokes. So we thought we'd share some of them with you as a way to go. So Mr. Daglish, why don't you start us off with one of your favorite dad jokes?
Well, Mr. Marsh, what I'm going to have to do is, because I know that you haven't heard of Doctor jokes, so I'm wondering if it's a British thing and I just haven't realised. But just to quickly explain to the guys back home, because I mean, I can guarantee you probably won't laugh, but if I explain, then there might be a little like that, you know, maybe or a chuckle, maybe at the slightest. So the guy goes into the doctor, so he basically goes, doctor, he says something, and then whatever comes after that, that's the doctor's response. Okay? And remember, these are dad jokes, right? So there's no laughing allowed. Right, so I will get you started and then you can go, sir. How about that? Yeah? Right. Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Pull yourself together, man. There was a laugh. There was a laugh. Definitely a laugh.
All right. Well, Mr. Daglish, what do you call somebody with no body and no nose? What do you call someone with no body and no nose?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Exactly right.
It's a classic. It is a classic. Okay, next one, another Doctor. Mine's all Doctor jokes, so we're slightly different, but give people a, yeah, it's a bit more exciting. Doctor, everybody thinks I'm a liar. I find that hard to believe. So you're guaranteed to chuckle at least.
Oh, absolutely. Did you know that the Secret Service does not yell "get down" anymore?
No.
They yell "Donald Duck." Donald, President Donald. No. Oh, I know. It's terrible.
That one, it's a pretty bad one. That one, you know.
Well, they are dad jokes. Old dad jokes.
That one is a particularly bad dad joke. You know, there's a special place for those. You know. Right, Doctor, I have 59 seconds to live. Give me a minute, will you?
Do you know a slice of pie is $2.50 in Jamaica and $3 in the Bahamas? And those are the pie rates of the Caribbean.
Oh, the pie rates of the Caribbean. I like what they've done there. It is a classic dad joke. Classic. Right, Doctor, I feel like a pair of wigwams. The problem is you're too tense. Pair of wigwams, Mr. Marsh, Native Americans, you're too tense.
Yes.
Or too tense.
Well, luckily, I have a friend of mine that keeps calling in to try and cheer me up. And she keeps saying, it could be worse. You know, you could be in an underground hole full of water. I know she means well.
Oh. I like that one. That's the one that's got me grinning a bit, you know. I like that one. I think it was the whole like acting that you put into it. You just give it something extra, you know.
There you go.
Right. And this one used to make me dad laugh, and he was a very simple man. He still is, actually. Well, I wouldn't tell him that. Doctor, everybody just seems to be ignoring me. Next.
Well, Mr. Daglish, I'm going to leave you with a really silly one. But why can you not hear a pterodactyl going to the bathroom?
I've no idea, Mr. Marsh.
Because the P is silent.
Oh. So you've got to be able to spell the word pterodactyl to even get that one.
Even the early years got the pterodactyl. So there we are. All right. Well, on behalf of Mr. Daglish and myself, we hope you had a little bit of a laugh or a groan. Congratulations again to all the stars of the week. And check your home pages. We'll have them printed up and up there for you momentarily before the end of the day. And if we do not see you next week, obviously, because it is a holiday for us, we wish you the very best safe times on your, I would say safe travels, but that's not quite the case. So on behalf of Mr. Daglish and myself, thank you all for watching.
Thank you very much. And guys, you know, it's not too late if you want to get some extreme reading poses in there. We've got some great ones, you know. Lots of people upside down, you know, things like that. So yeah, Mr. Marsh is right. Stay safe, but be happy and healthy.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.